source for, and today I'm going to give you a brief overview on sailing boots. Now we've got here 3 different levels of sailing boot that you'd probably wear on board. You've got a basic no frills rubber boot here. You've got a rubber boot with a few more extra features designed and aiming to improve the comfort and wearability of the boot. And then you've got what would be considered in the class of sort of top end leather sailing boots and stuff here. So we'll start with our entry level boot, and we've got the Maindeck tool rubber boot. There's also a short version of this available as well. It's a great all round boot for use on board. If you're anything like me and you only go out, if I have to wear boots to go out sailing, I'm probably not going. But if you are out and you're caught in bad weather, this is going to keep you dry. It's a functional no frills boot. It does exactly what it's going to do. It has some great reinforcement around the heel, the toe and the instep. So if you're walking around on deck and you're worried about banging your foot on any cleats or anything like that, deck hardware, your foot's nice and protected. It can take a bit of battering. You've got the nice padded tie top around here. Just adds an extra seal. It makes it easier to get your trousers over the top, or if you're wearing shorts, it gives you a bit of an extra seal, a bit of extra security from water ingress and stuff there. It also has, as you'd expect, a nice razor cut, non-slip, non-marking sole. So you know that if you're moving around on a wet deck or anything else, you're not going to slip or out or anything like that. It's a perfectly functional, wearable, on board, whatever the weather kind of boot. What I would say is if in the winter you're wearing it, you definitely need a boot sock. It hasn't got any lining to speak of, so once the boot's cold, that's pressed up against you, it can be a bit chilly, so always make sure you sort of allow space for a boot sock, just to keep you warm if you're going to be wearing this boot in the winter months. So then, if we move on, we've got the Orca based Solent boot here. Nice and tall, very similar to the Maindeck in terms of height and stuff there. Probably not much in it. Also with a nice tie top around here, again giving that security against any water ingress, or just making it a bit easier to get your trousers over the top. Now what this boot has that the Maindeck doesn't, and it'd be hard to see, but trust me it's there, there's a 3mm neoprene lining to the boot, so this adds the warmth that maybe that one's lacking. It also makes it much more comfortable wearing around if you're in shorts or just wearing it with anything else. There's a bit more cushioning, a bit more padding there. So you know that you can wear it for a bit of a much longer time, not feel any discomfort or anything like that really. As you'd expect, it's got a really nice razor cut gum non-marking sole. So again, perfect on a wet deck, moving around the boat, you're not going to slip. You'd be pretty safe in the knowledge that you've got a secure footing. You've also got, as the Maindeck did, extra reinforcement around the heel, the inset and across the toe, and also a bit of added grip there, so if you're bending around, moving about and stuff, you know that you are going to be safe and secure. It's a bit more of a level up from that one. You wouldn't buy it just as a wash down boot. That one again, like I say, if you're not planning on being out in bad weather, you might go and you don't want to spend a lot of money on boots, that's probably the boot you'd go for. If you're just using it to wash down the decks, just using it in case of bad weather, launching a dinghy, you can't really go wrong. If you're planning on being out sort of all year round, don't mind being out in bad weather, then you probably want to take a little step up and get this boot. It's got that added warmth, added comfort, nice removable inner sole if you need to put your own inner sole in, or you need a bit more space. So yeah, that's the Orca based Solent boot. It's really good, really well priced for taking on the weather all year round. The final boot to talk about is, or I've got here to talk about, is the Maindeck short leather boot. Now leather boots, there's several varieties around. Obviously Orca Bay do one, you've got the Orca Bay Storm boots, there's the well-known Dubarry Ultima boot. This is the Maindeck short leather boot. It's a really nice boot. It's got this waxed, tumbled, waterproof leather construction, so it makes it really comfortable for the wearer. It's not very rigid. If you're wearing it shorts again, or if it's a new boot, it's got a lot of comfort right off the bat. What these boots have, or leather boots in general, have, as opposed to your rubber boot, you know, even the Solent boots, you get a nice thermal lining with all of them. With the Maindeck short leather boot, they've got a 3M thinsulate lining, same stuff that you find in a lot of gloves, a lot of hats. So you know it's going to be warm and comfortable. The extra added bonus of most leather boots is they're breathable as well. So, you know, if you're wearing one of these in the summer, you might find your feet get a bit hot, a bit sway, a bit stuffy because they're a rubber boot. They're sealed. That's what makes them great for being waterproof, but it doesn't really allow for the breathability. With the sort of natural materials and the clever lining of leather boots, you get that breathability. So if you're wearing them in the summer, you won't find your feet become overly hot and stuffy. There's a bit of room to breathe and everything else. You also get, obviously, a non-smarking, non-slip rubber sole. It's got loads of channeling, lots of grip, so if you're putting your foot down on a deck, you're not going to go slipping about. It also has, as you'd expect, extra support on and around the ankle, the instep and the toe. So again, if you're clambering about on deck, you're not going to bash your feet up on cleats, deck hardware, handrails, track, anything like that. And leather boots are really for those people that are going and sailing week in, week out. You know, you're doing it often, you're going to get a lot of wear out of them. They'll last a really long time if you look after them. With all of these boots, top tip, after you've used them, hose them off with fresh water. As we know, salt water is the enemy. Clean them off fresh water, they'll go on for ages. Again, there's a range of cleaning products and conditioning products and protection that you can treat these boots with to make them last a long time. Those boots, again, just make sure you wash them off with fresh water, get the salt off. Again, yeah, you're just going to be able to wear them all year round, keep you nice and warm in the winter, keep you nice and dry, no matter whether you're facing. Yeah, so that is the 3 levels of boots you might want to consider when you're going sailing. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like below. If you want to stay up to date from videos from Force 4, then hit the subscribe button, and if there's any products or videos you'd like us to talk about in the future, let us know in the comments below or hit us up on our Facebook page. Thank you.